This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. With Cybersecurity Awareness Month winding down, LifeLock wants to remind you to update your software. These updates will patch up security issues that identity thieves can exploit to gain access to your personal info. For comprehensive identity theft protection, there's LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to more uses of your personal info and fixes issues that arise. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at lifelock.com/podcast.
Brattaloni's Hardware and Garden Stores brings you Garage Logic podcast number 968, November 18th, 2022. 68 degrees on this day on two occasions, 1904 and 1941, and 4 below on this date in 1891.
Oh, come on.
I love it. We know
And now, from the mayor's office, above the boathouse, on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic, with Rookie on production, Chris Reavers, director of social media, John Hyde in the newsroom, and occasionally Kenny from the Krabby Coffee Shop. Here is your flashlight king, fireworks commissioner, and keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Souchere.
Much is being made by the local meteorologists that we're having such a temperature swing in the month of November. But who's the guy I like at 9? Cody
Matz.
Cody Matz?
Yeah, well, thanks to Cody, we learned that this isn't unusual. We had a 91-degree spread in 1887 from 21 below to 70 degrees, an 86-degree spread in 1964. 17 below to 69, an 83-degree spread in 1893, an 80-degree spread in 1874, an 80-degree spread in 1875, a 79-degree spread in 1933, and a 77-degree spread in 1977.
Are they all from low to high?
Yes.
Wow.
In 1977, we had a low of 16 in November, but a high of 61 in November. And so this November is shaping up to be the largest temperature swing in more than 40 years. But in the event you want to make hysteria of this, don't. It's happened routinely, including a 91-degree temperature spread in 1887.
Well, wait a minute. Clarify again. So we hit a low. It got very super cold, and then it rocketed way up.
In November of 1887, they had a high temperature on a November day of 70, presumably in early November. But by the end of the month, they also had a 21 below day. That's a 91-degree spread.
That's high to low.
That's it.
I thought you were talking only low to high.
Well, whatever. What difference does it make?
It makes a hell of a lot of difference.
It does?
Yeah, if it went from 16 to 70, that's huge. But if it goes from 70 to 16, well, that's Minnesota.
Well, that's my point. All of this is Minnesota. Temperature swings in November are very Minnesotan.
Wait, did you?
God, I'm sorry I brought this up.
Well,
Did we miss the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
You read it in a confusing manner.
No, we did it. You were gone.
Oh, Monday?
I don't know.
You're talking about a
I don't know
significant
how I can make it any clearer.
No, a temperature swing.
That's
I understand the weather pattern. Pick up the Calcutta Clipper.
Comes right
swings down.
Yep.
Swings up.
Yep.
Lakefront
That's
influence and out.
Well,
And he was talking about a snowstorm in Buffalo.
And speaking of lakefront, our old friend Hammer Time is going to join us momentarily from Buffalo. Patrick Hammer is now a meteorologist for the NBC affiliate?
He is the chief meteorologist, I believe, for the NBC affiliate.
And he was here at 5 Eyewitness News for years. And we did a lot of work with Patrick Hammer.
He's been in Western New York for at least 5 years.
I hope it's not this cold on the night of the town council meeting at Tattersall.
You mean the first ever town council gathering,
the
Joe?
first ever gathering.
Wednesday, November 30th, from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at Tattersall Distillery in River Falls. You can join the Garage Logic crew for complimentary appetizers beginning at 4 with a live GL podcast to follow at 5. Now, this event is only open to town council members.
But they get to bring a guest.
Correct. Members that wish to attend
without a guest fee.
+1.
Need to RSVP in the town council member platform at garagelogic.com. If you're not a member and you want to be part of this exclusive and official meeting,
lots of surprises.
not a problem. Just sign up for the town council right now at garagelogic.com, and don't forget to RSVP for the event. We'll see you November 30th at Tattersall in River Falls.
I already know what bottle I'm going to purchase when I get to Tattersall.
I'm surprised you're not wondering what the hors d'oeuvres are going to be.
Yes, I am wondering, but the sour cherry is
cherry what?
It's just their sour cherry. It's their type
Is
of
it
liquor.
alcohol?
Yes, it is fantastic.
They make a fine product, I will say.
Yes, they do, and the facilities there are great. We made the trip out there.
Is that downtown?
It's off the freeway. It's not downtown.
It's off the freeway.
Yeah.
Came up from the river.
Yep.
I don't want to be driving through some blizzard.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or wait, are you going to need a
You can take the
chauffeur?
You can take the Triumph.
Well, I'm not driving. You are.
I am.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not off the freeway. It's south of 94.
No, it's not on 94. You got to take another highway.
You know, regarding the
35,
town
Highway-
council,
Highway 35.
Got it.
hail the flashlight king.
Hail you.
Not long after plopping my $100 down on the credenza in the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake to enjoy all the rights and privileges afforded to members of the town council, I was beginning to wonder if I made a poor decision. The November 16th pregame video show alone was worth the $100. I consider the $100 an acknowledgement of the entertainment I have received each year for the past 15 years or so listening to the show. Congratulations on the remarkable success of the podcast. I'm not sure listeners realize how successful the show really is. It's okay to brag. And then he links me to a site where it shows that we're number 37 in the country on Apple Podcasts.
For news commentary.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very. I check that at Chart
He
Table.
says
every day.
United States of America news commentary.
Joe,
it's
I
legit.
don't know. Maybe these other two clowns think that's okay, but that's not okay with me.
No, I want number one.
Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
want number
Let's
one.
go here.
After today and what you hear today, we could be number one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little surprise because Reavers and I are not telling you what's coming up.
Oh, boy.
I did finally
I feel kinda
receive
left
my.
out.
I'm not done with this guy's
Oh,
letter.
my apologies, Your Highness.
I did finally receive my coveted town council membership package. Thank you, USPS, for bending it in half. I compared your signature on the certificate to my autographed copy of Garage Logic, a companion guide to life in the radio town. Unfortunately, it was very similar. Every GLer should have a copy of the book. Let's face it, the show isn't going to be around forever. And as GLers, we have a solemn duty to ensure the GL way of life is passed on to each succeeding generation. The book should be considered an heirloom and revered as such. How else can our great-great-grandchildren ever know the 48-hour rule or the 50-50-90 rule? Reavers, how in the hell do you not have recorded ads from the crew so when those, in your words, a-holes go on vacation, you just push play? Don't give me any B as in B, S as in S, that it's too complicated. The 2-bit minor league baseball team I ran sound for had pre-recorded ads. Good luck. Always pushing back. Joe Geegan, town council member, and he's from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Sweet. My favorite aspect of the job is when the listener loves to tell me how to do my job. That's great. The
Chris,
reason
Tell me
Joe,
why he's wrong.
he is wrong because
Why?
the paying client doesn't pay for pre-recorded
Oh,
ads.
excuse me. Can we go to
see.
New York
And they're-
now?
What? No, not yet. Wait, what did we say on the 16th before the show that was so great?
I was taking mental inventory. I can't remember.
And I also, Joe, get the Chartable Digest a review every day of where we stand in news commentary.
Well, you never share it with me.
Ever.
Well, that's because sometimes the news isn't great.
Well, how about it today?
it fluctuates.
We are actually, I just got it at 11:35 a.m. We are at 31st in news commentary for today.
That's not good enough.
It changes every 24
You
hours.
realize how many
I gotta call
podcasts
Hammer.
there are?
Yep, a lot.
740,000, and we're number 31. You GLers should be proud of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely proud of yourself.
Number one in my book.
That was John Candy.
John Candy.
No,
Hey, Johnny LaRue.
no.
I think there's more people listening now, Joe, than there ever was when you were on the radio.
There are. You know why?
On
Enough
a
of
daily
your
basis.
nonsense.
Hey, I want to go to Buffalo, New York.
We're
It's
on
hammer
limited
time.
time.
Patrick.
Worldwide. We're worldwide now.
Yeah, hammer time.
This is your, Garage Logic Bureau.
I understand that, Hammer Time. Patrick,
How are you guys?
Patrick, right
You
off
got
the bat,
snow up to your nipples, don't you?
this has been sold nationally, Hammer Time, as being possibly historic. Is it being oversold?
Yeah, just a few flurries.
Yeah.
That's it. There is about 40 inches of flurries right now.
Good Lord.
In parts of Western New York. And just to kind of give you a little setup, because I know how much you all love geography, okay?
Right.
Buffalo is at the tip of Lake Erie, right?
Yes, it is.
And just to the south, about 10 miles, 15 miles, where the Vikings came and kind of embarrassed us a week ago.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just say us? You're still a Viking
I'm sorry.
fan, yes.
I meant us just because I'm in the studio. If I was saying outside, I would say them.
Okay, got it.
It's just because I'm in the Channel 2 studios. Okay?
Copy.
Sorry. I got to remember where my allegiance lies.
Thank you.
So Orchard Park, where the game was played, is about 15 miles or so from here.
Okay.
Yep.
Outside right now at the studios, it is partly cloudy.
Right.
In Orchard Park, a measurement just came in at 40 inches of snow.
Wow.
Guess when it started snowing?
Last night.
Around midnight.
Really?
Oh, my word.
Holy crap.
Is it all the light and fluffy lake effect, Pat?
Lake effect is usually light and fluffy later in the season, but this is kind of an early season lake effect storm, so it's kind of like oatmeal. I mean, it's real heavy.
So the flakes are laden with Lake Erie moisture.
It's just the lake being sprayed
Wow.
on top of us right now. Absolutely.
How far is the ballpark from the waterfront?
Great question. It's about 3 miles from the lake shore. So it is like when the designers of the stadium said, where does it snow the most? Let's put the stadium there. And that's exactly where they put it. And as you know, the game has been moved. And I think initially there was a little bit of an outcry because it's like, wait, the snow is going to be done by game time on Sunday. But, the Bills Cleveland Browns game was moved to Detroit.
Right.
Because, we still have another 8 or 9 hours of this lake effect to go. And I said there's 40 inches. So when we're done, we'll probably be in the 55 to 60-inch range. So we're talking 5 feet, almost 6 feet of snow.
Is that a record for the area?
Think that this happened. I don't know if you guys remember this, but in 2014, we had a similar event. They nicknamed it Snowvember because there was actually about 7 feet of snow that fell on a similar area. And it was so historic. It was once in a lifetime thing. Well, lo and behold, 8 years later, to the day, mind you, to the day, we're having it happen again.
Well, at what point does it stop becoming festive and you have to warn people to be careful of their lives?
It's no longer in the festive. It's now dangerous. In fact, when I left this morning, because I live very close to the stadium, so when I left this morning, we had, by that time, maybe a foot on the ground. But it was blowing so hard and sideways. Guys, it's not the kind of snow you get in Minnesota. This is where literally it's like fog. It's like the cloud base comes to the ground. You cannot see a thing. It is snowing so hard. Visibility is zero, and it's terrifying to drive in, even in the light of day, but this was in the dark of night.
How close are you, for example, is losing power a possibility?
100% down trees. I mean, think of all that weight. Now, luckily, the leaves are gone, so that would be a disaster. But trees are still coming down, so you lose power, and there's no way to get anywhere. I mean, every road is closed. It's almost too much to plow. Or if you did plow, it's just going to come right back. So the concern is not only safety, but now let's just take it from a football perspective. There was a concern about playing the game here because, these resources going to be used for security and to get people in and out of the stadium, that could be used for saving lives elsewhere.
Right.
But on the other hand, now, most of the players live in and around the stadium. There's no way to get them to the airport to fly out. So this game is just, I know where this should not be a football focus, but there's just so many storylines here that A, they move the game, but B, can the team even get out of their homes? So this is going to be historic. It does have precedent, but this is downright dangerous at this point. And I'm looking at the radar now, and it's just a solid hose of snow that doesn't move.
Will you be able to get home?
No. In fact, just had to get a hotel room for a few nights because there will be no way back to the house. It's impossible.
Hey, Patrick, how old is Highmark Stadium? Are they talking about putting a roof on that thing or building something with a dome?
Hey, nice to hear your voice, too. They are building a new stadium. It is going to be Highmark was built, I think, 1970 is when it was built, 1972. It's very old and tired. It needs an update. So they're tearing it down. They're putting up a new stadium next door to where the current one is, but it will not have a roof.
Wow.
But here's the thing. Had this stadium had a roof, it would have been moved anyway.
Right, the roof would have collapsed.
We're familiar with that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not the snow in the stadium per se. It's just the snow around us. We've had games in heavy snow, and it's fine. It's kind of cool. But there's just so much of it now around the stadium. Even had there been a roof, this game would have been moved.
Let's get away from football for a moment or forever. Is the town paralyzed? No schools, no work, no nothing?
Here's the interesting part. Buffalo itself, where all schools have been canceled, is on the edge of this thing. So parts of, like I said, it's partly cloudy here. We did have some snow overnight, about a foot. But there are parts of Buffalo where you're mowing your lawn right now.
Well, for Pete's sake.
Wow. Yeah, the closer you get to the lake.
I'm talking the difference between snow and no snow is like, I'm not kidding, Grand Avenue and University Avenue in St. Paul. I mean, it's that. I'm not kidding. It comes up to a street where you go from nothing to 2 feet, and then all of a sudden you're in 5 feet of snow.
Patrick,
it just doesn't move.
Is that a lake effect thing? Because I've seen that in northern Michigan where a mile or so from the lake, it's bare ground, but 3 miles out, it's 5 feet of snow.
Yeah, Michigan has the same feature. It's the same lake effect thing. The reason Buffalo gets so much is because if you just look at a map, you have the entire length of Lake Erie to work from.
Yeah.
You have that fetch of lake, which is 200 miles long. So it's just that just adds gasoline to the tank. So when the snow gun is on, it's on. So,
here's how great Hammer Time is. I think I told you guys about this last January when I attended the Bills playoff game against the Patriots, where he said, "Why the hell are you in town, number one?" And then he said, "Get your ass on the road the second the game's over with," because they had a storm coming to hit them the next day.
Yeah.
That's I remember that, Reavers. But I love the passion that you dropped everything, got in your car, and just drove here.
And I hate abandoning my wife and kids on a weekend. Trust me.
Because he's an idiot. That has nothing to do with passion.
Let's not praise him. Let's not praise him.
Yeah.
Hey, how close are you to Rusty? Do you still ever give him a call?
Oh, I talk to Rusty all the time. We text or Facebook. Yeah, he's doing well.
Okay, good.
Still doing some stuff for I think CCO, and yeah, he's good. I miss him, man. We had a nice little.
Yeah, you had a good thing going.
Patrick, are you NBC now?
NBC, yes.
How long have you been there?
So I got here about 7.5 years ago.
Really? It's been that long.
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're earning your money today, aren't you?
Yeah, this is a long haul. But that's kind of what it's kind of. You get winter storms. You know what it's like. It's
right.
Just this one is going to last. This one technically started Wednesday.
Yep.
And we won't be done with it until Monday morning in some form or fashion.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, best of luck to you, Patrick, and thank you.
Mayor, nice to talk to you, and nice to talk to the whole gang.
All right, good luck.
Thanks, Hammer Time.
Thank you, Hammer Time. Hammer Time.
Think about that.
That's real.
When I talked to him on the phone earlier too, he said that the reason that there's a travel advisory, or they're banning all travel on all unnecessary travel, is the fact that you go off the road, there's nobody coming to help you.
No.
You're going to sit there. That's why they're basically. Oh wow! Look at that forecast.
Look at his radar. Look at where.
Well, he called it a hose, and that's what it looks like. It's a hose across Lake Erie, spewing snow into the extreme northeast corner of the lake where Buffalo happens to be located.
It's so interesting that it's just over the lake, though, right now.
That's called lake effect.
Do you know who's happy right now? The liquor store owners in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, if you can
Hammer
get there.
Hammer Time's going to run through that, baby.
It sounds like you can't even get there.
Well, you probably stocked up during the week.
You want to live on one of the blocks where there's people mowing lawns because that liquor store will be open.
Sure.
Right.
Fortunately, we're not experiencing that here. All roads to EcoFun Motorsports are open. The Forest Lake store is on 97 immediately east of 35E. The Burnsville store on the Service Road of Life off 35W near County Road 42. All electric bikes, $200 off. Scooters, $100 to $500 off. There's a great winter sale now through Christmas. Over 100 youth ATVs and dirt bikes in stock, ready to wrap and get it under the tree. Free storage until Christmas if you need it. They got the Rover 4C 200cc electric fuel-injected golf carts. They're $1,000 off. They've got the full-size ATV, 2,000-pound winch, and a 48-inch KFI steel snow blade on sale, $58.99. Don't you wish the people in Buffalo had EcoFun Motorsports?
Yeah.
They could get themselves a plow. 0% financing for 1 year on all products in stock. I can't think of a better place to go for some important recreational Christmas shopping, if you know what I mean.
Hell yeah. 2
stores. Forest Lake on Highway 97, immediately west of 35, and Burnsville, right off 35W on the Service Road of Life. EcoFunMotorsports.com.
Okay, as I just told to Kenny, eep, op, ork, that means I love you. Oh. That was from the Jetsons. Now, when you think about it, when you think about Redmond's, what does that mean? That means I love carpet and floors. Isn't that right, Joe? Come on. Thank you very much. That's what I'm aiming for. And Redmond's Flooring and Design, they're aiming for your pleasure. They want you to feel great about your kitchen floor, your living room floor, the bathroom, whatever the case may be. You have to pick. You go to the design studio. It's in Anoka. For 50 years, they've been helping people do a great job with updating their flooring. And you can get that same treatment. The showroom, fully open to the public. No appointments are necessary. I'll give you their phone number. They're in Anoka. I want you to check out their website, though. It's easy. Redmans.com. REDMANNS.com. You can learn all about the floors. And then once you're all set, you go to the design center and pick out what you want. And they don't do this overnight. They take their own sweet time because they want you to be satisfied. 763-316-3332 for over half a century. Redmond's Flooring and Design. 763-316-3332. Tell them you heard it from Rookie on Garage Logic and say hi to Mike for me.
You'll learn more here by accident than elsewhere by design. Here's Joe Souchere.
All right, 2 prongs in my thrust here regarding Maple Grove Lock and Safe. First of all, the sale is still in progress. It's the Veterans Day sale. It's running through November 22nd on 3 wonderful USA-labeled safes. The USA 50 Iwo Jima. It's a limited edition gloss white with the big logo on it. The regular USA 50 and the USA 30 financing, professional delivery, installation, all of that available. And yes, they are Liberty safes, but the other thing I want you to remember, and I'm really going to start hammering on this after Thanksgiving, is now through the end of the year, there's this giant year-end in-store safe rebate thing going on, and it's a progressive deal. The rebate offer, it starts, I'm just going to give you the start and finish. It starts at $999 to $1,299. You get an instant $50 in-store savings, a rebate, and a $50 mail-in rebate for a total of $100. And that goes progressively up all the way up to $8,500 and more, where you get, I hope you're sitting down, a $350 instant rebate in the store and a $350 mail-in rebate. Quick, do the math. What's that?
$700.
That's $700. Woo! And that runs through the end of the year at Maple Grove Lock and Safe, 6901 East Fish Lake Road. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And, of course, open 24 hours a day on the web, maplegrovelockandsafe.com.
Nancy Pelosi has stepped aside as Speaker of the House, and I wish her no ill will.
No, you served your time. Thanks.
But in
Goodbye.
her remarks, she specifically said, she personally said, I'm paraphrasing, proud of all the great work she's done for San Francisco.
We don't know that.
And I don't mean to be mean-spirited, but what?
Yeah.
San Francisco is
Cite
on the
something.
cusp of complete ruin.
Homelessness up, violence
Drug use up, crime use up.
The crime statistics
Average
and
rent in San Francisco is $3,700 a month.
vacancy rates.
What good did she bring San
It's
Francisco?
literally the definition of woke progressive ideology.
And what was the story John read us yesterday? They're going to pay you if you're a trans person.
That's right.
Well, I have that right here. There's more to it than
How much do you get?
than you can possibly imagine. It's a $1,200 a month handout to low-income trans people, and they may choose, and I'm not making this up. Years ago, I said this as a joke. It has come true. They can choose from 134 genders and pronouns.
Who thought this crap up?
What? What?
And you can pick as many as you want.
Wait a minute. 134 genders?
Well, we come up with 97 genders, 18 pronouns, and 19 sexual orientations.
Wow.
97 genders. That should be I think I saw that band playing in the entry.
One option is xenogender. Means a gender beyond human understanding. Well, that would really cover it, wouldn't it?
All bases covered
That's
at that
the
point.
equivalent to saying "I don't know" in a poll.
Right. I'm contributing.
I'm xenogender.
Right. I'm
It's
contributing. but
beyond
I
your
just
human
don't know.
understanding, but give me my $1,200. Well, people applying for San Francisco's new transgender low-income scheme must choose between more than 130 genders, pronouns, and sexualities. It's a Democratic-run city, of course. It's the second American city to offer targeted benefits specifically for residents who are transgender and make less than $600 a month. Those who want to apply for the guaranteed $1,200 a month can fill out a 10-page form outline which asks about contact details, income, and Social Security, but they are invited to choose between 97 genders, 18 pronouns, and 19 options for sexual orientation, and told to check all that apply. Among the options listed are xenogender, a gender beyond human understanding, and genderf, someone who purposefully sends mixed messages about their sex.
I can't keep up.
Novigender, which refers to someone who believes their gender identity is so complex it cannot be described using existing categories. Also an option is FTX, which stands for female to expansive. A
Wow.
person assigned female at birth who identifies as non-binary. Pronoun options include terms like he, him, and her, but there are obscure gender-neutral choices like Z, Zim, X, and XYRS. Meanwhile, possible sexual orientations include hetero, homosexual, same-gender loving, and BDSM kink, as well as the derogatory term F, blank. Jay Richards from the right-wing Heritage Foundation told DailyMail.com, gender ideology is overrunning our culture and vastly amplifying the number of minors and adults who suffer from gender dysphoria and gender confusion. He said, expect a growing population of needy, indigent people in San Francisco presenting as transgender. It's a 47-page story in the Daily Mail. 40 of those pages are ads. But the newly elected Democrat Mayor London Breed has initiated the new pilot program to help her city's transgender community. Figures show that a third of transgender adults in the California city are in poverty, compared to 12% in the general population. Well, first of all, I'm not taking any of this seriously because it's so devastating to the human condition. But doesn't it stand to reason that you might have trouble making money when you don't even know who you are?
Yes. Yeah. What path you're going to go, where you're going to work.
There was a time when I thought I liked the Grateful Dead. Boy, that was confusing for me.
Trying to get the sound out of my eyes.
I'm really glad that phase passed in my life. And when I realized, no, I really do hate these guys.
Identifying as trans is enough to qualify for the $1,200, and applicants do not need to have had surgery. The mayor's office said that the money will be unconditionally given to households that qualify.
So I could go out there, apply,
Yes.
just do the proper tuck without any surgery, and I'd be getting $1,200 a month.
It's a state of mind, Matthew, from what I'm reading. Genitalia does not equal gender. The sex characteristics of a person that the person is born with do not signify a person's gender identity. That's what they say.
The mayor's office has allocated $2 million over 2 years for the program, which was included in the budget for the Mayor's Office of Housing and Community Development. So the taxpayers are paying for this mental illness. In a statement, Transgender District President Aria Saeed said, by giving low-income trans people the resources to cover expenses they deem most immediate and important given each person's unique situation, we are implementing a truly community-centered intervention to combat poverty. I am not exaggerating when I say this pretty much is the end.
So I want to talk
$1,200.
about you. I want to talk about you for a second.
All right.
Because the off-air Joe I know doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody's gender, what they were, what they're going to be, what they think they are, and all of that. But you've made a big deal about this here in the last 2 weeks, and it's
since yesterday.
Okay, since yesterday. But it seems to me that what's playing in and what has you the most upset is the fact that now tax dollars are going to this, and we're all paying for what this.
You're correct.
What this social, construct is.
You're correct.
Okay. Because I know you don't give a rat's ass.
I don't really care what you identify as, but I don't want to pay for that.
Thank you.
That's your problem. In addition to the money, those who qualify can receive gender-affirming medical care, treatment for mental health issues, and financial advice. And I have the Lyon Martin Community Health Transgender District, the boxes you can check to get the $1,200.
Oh, there's that many?
The pronouns are ridiculous. I'm not going to name them. Gender identity. You can be a woman with history of gender transition. You can be feminine of center. You can be a demi-girl, T-girl, trans girl, sister girl. You can be a man. I guess you can be a man and still get the $1,200. You can be trans-masculine, masculine of center, demi-boy, T-boy, trans guy, brother boy, gender queer, agender, xenogender, that's beyond human understanding. Butch, boy, B-O-I, stud, aggressive, androgyne, tomboy, gender outlaw.
Outlaw.
Then you'd drive a 356 Porsche Outlaw.
Oh.
Gender non-conforming, gender variant, pangender, third, neutroy, omnigender, polygender, gray gender.
Who thinks up all this stuff?
You can be
Two-spirit.
You can be
What's that?
Words I can't pronounce. You can be ash time.
Huh?
Ash time.
You can be Chuck Chi.
I want to be Chuck Chi.
You can be Wakahani.
Can you quit burying the lead?
Can you be? You can be. I don't use labels.
Huh?
You can be not listed.
Yeah, I prefer not to be listed.
Sexual orientation. You can be aromatic. Oh no, aromantic.
What does that mean?
Whatever the hell you want it to. You can be polyamorous, queer. You can be scoliosexual.
Does that have to do with the back?
I don't know.
We have back prop scoliosis.
And you can be don't know and get the $1,200.
I'm not sure. Okay,
It's a
I still
poll
don't
question.
know. Just fill out the application, put don't know, boom, you get $1,200.
Well, and then I also have the crime rates in San Francisco. Homicides up.
Never mind that.
Never mind. What now? The outgrowth of this is that. What have you found, Mr. Reavers?
Well, I trust. I've grown up in the Joe Souchere Broadcasting School as a member of the Garage Logic University for some time now. I have a feeling that this piece of audio may result in our termination.
Why?
Well, because I know my crew. I know my guys here.
Oh.
And I know how we're going to react to this.
May I say a few words about it?
I like my job.
Yeah,
I really
me too.
love.
It's
I love my job.
I spent more time than I really wanted to confirming that this actually happened and that this is real.
This is legit. This is absolutely legit.
This is a
This here, GLers,
this is a transgender.
This is where we are at in 2022.
This is from Brazil's version of
America's Got Talent.
Brazil Has Talent.
Correct.
And here's a I don't know what the hell this is.
It's a trans woman.
Yeah.
Which I believe means at one point she was a man.
She's still a man, but she's calling herself a woman. But unfortunately, this person is a deaf mute.
Right.
Okay.
Can we even say that term?
Yeah,
that's how it is described in the accompanying
ableist.
story.
That's ableist. I'm sorry.
Well, it's written that way all over the interwebs. And this person is going to sing for the judges.
Oh no! I'm going to have to leave the room.
And the song the song the person chose is always a song where when it's covered, especially with a female voice, I would say don't do that song because
it's a tough song.
It's Whitney Houston.
I will love you.
I will always love you.
I will always love you.
Dolly Parton wrote that. Yeah.
And here it is. Clutching his heart. This is real, people. This fruitcake's in a gown and singing this.
Uh-oh. He's reaching for the pills.
You got a nitro? Oh my God.
We're now number 1 on Apple iTunes.
What did we do to Kenny?
How does the piano player know where they're each other's at?
Jesus H. Christ. And I'm serious when I tell you that I am praying. I am calling on
the Lord above,
my higher power,
oh my God,
to help me cope with the
this.
fact that it's pretty much the end of the world as we know it.
It
really is.
You got to think Chuck Barris is bummed out that this happened in 2022, not the late 70s.
Okay, 2 things to point out that obviously weren't available for the listener or you guys.
What gender or pronoun would this person even choose from to get the $1,200?
Tone deaf.
Tone deaf, and I don't know.
Hound dog.
doing whale imitations.
What you guys missed, though,
I thought it was a coonhound.
Yeah.
Had one tree.
What you'll see when you watch these shows is...
Are you going to link this?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
What you'll see is the performer, in this case, the trans woman singing the Whitney Houston song, but then you also get the crowd shots.
Yep.
Are they laughing
then-
or
And you get the pensive judges.
And then you get the judges going,
how am I going to judge this?
How will I judge this?
taking this very seriously.
Yeah.
But the applause,
Yeah, they applaud this.
you know, they
that person can't hear.
right.
Telling you, it sounds like a blue tick, a dog.
We're going straight to
And
hell.
we're in
we
no
are.
danger
We are.
of violating any music rules because you
No
can't
one
tell
knows what the hell song that is.
Right.
All right, look at this.
Well,
Something has happened to the world.
yeah.
So,
I'll say.
something has happened that the all walls have fallen.
Oh, the comments on YouTube are.
It's just,
wow.
A lot of it referencing going to hell. I know I'm going to hell for laughing at this, but
I don't think we are going to hell for laughing at this. That person consciously chose to do
that's what I'm
this.
saying. And I'm saying they signed up for this. So this isn't...
Well, because they knew it would go
You
viral.
know, Rook,
They knew it would go
maybe
viral.
Kenny was around, maybe Reeve was around, but
Oh, God.
I remember we once played Susan Boyle,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
and we got the chills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we once played a guy
Paul,
who did Paul Potts.
No.
Paul Potts.
Wasn't it... he had Ted Williams, the homeless guy in the street,
We played that
that
too.
had the great
You
pipe.
do that Danny Boy thing all the time.
We did Paul Potts, who did a beautiful operatic something,
Ave Maria,
and we
I
got
think.
chills from that.
Yeah.
And it's come to this.
Not quite the same. I didn't get the chills.
Now, the question you have to ask yourself is it a bit?
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, it might be No, but is it a bit that the show participated in?
Yes. Ratings.
It has to be.
Producer driven. It's
You know
producer
who's-
driven.
Because if it isn't, what's your conclusion? If this is legitimate,
It's the end of the world.
yes.
It's done.
It's
We're
the end
toast.
of anything
You know-
remotely resembling a standard.
Right. 100%.
Suits, you know who's PO'd right now and saying, I was doing this 50 years ago? Yoko Ono.
That's right. You're right.
Yoko and Linda?
Oh,
Yoko and Linda McCartney?
Wait. This is going to help explain it.
Yep.
I have it right here. We had the show title wrong. It's Brazil Doesn't Have Talent. You gotta watch the video.
I don't think I can. I won't be able to get it out of my mind.
Reuss's description fits.
It does? Okay.
It's
not a
an
perfect
perfect
science.
science.
Imperfect science. Yes, sir.
That person could get $1,200 a month if that person lived in San Francisco, and I'd have to pay for that.
That's the world.
Why even wake up in the morning anymore? What's the point? What's the point?
What's the Norm Macdonald? And the world was
Even.
Uneven.
Uneven.
Whatever, yeah.
What's the point?
I don't know. You know what? You think
How-
you get up, you're going to go have a great day, and then you
Back
come
to
to work.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yes.
Sure.
Nancy, all of what's happening in San Francisco happened under your watch. Every bit of it. Every bit of the Mysterian political ideology has happened under your watch. So I only say that because I'm being very serious. I'm curious as to what did she think she accomplished for San Francisco? What does Gavin Newsom think he's accomplishing for the state of California?
Well, that's
What does the mayor of San Francisco think she's accomplishing? They're accomplishing the utter destruction of let's come up with the right thing they're destructing.
The foundation?
They're destroying the very. Let's come up with it.
Fabric?
Well, you came up with it years ago. America. That's what they're.
No, it's even more specific, Kenny. It's they're. What have you said?
They're destroying.
The family.
Well, they're destroying the
convention.
idea. They're destroying the idea of truth. Truth.
Okay.
Truth being. Well, no, that's not it either.
Well, it is. It is. It's part of it.
Convention. Conventionally, you're a male or a female. So now they're saying you.
Oh, I'm way beyond you, pal. I'm at the singer at this point.
Okay.
Well, what's being destroyed here? What's being destroyed?
Common sense, intelligence, truth.
Celebrating true talent.
Eardrums.
That's not. If you're deaf and mute and you sing like Paul Potts or Susan Boyle,
then I get chills.
Then that's okay. This is not okay because it's not.
The town council members are weighing in.
Yeah.
This is everybody gets a trophy.
Exactly.
Brian says, yes, you are all going to hell, and I'm buying the first round.
All right. Love that.
No, something is getting purposely destroyed by Breedlove, Newsom, Pelosi, many others. It's happening the closer you get to the country's tallest buildings. And now, as a new way to look at the mystery, much of this destruction is driven by this distorted gender ideology.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if there's one single word to describe it as you're trying to.
But there was a time in the world where this would not have happened.
And it wasn't that long ago.
No. But it's happening now as a result of the abandonment of
humanity,
not humanity,
intelligence,
moral and ethical integrity.
The American way of life.
There's nothing immoral about a deaf mute singing. That certainly isn't immoral.
Accomplishment.
And the way that they're celebrating this like
it's achievement.
Like it's the Emancipation Proclamation or something of the like. I don't know, Joe. We need the GLers' help on this one.
Nothing
if you can't
means anything.
Right.
And not only does nothing mean anything, but you can get $1,200 for your nothingness paid by people who still cling to standards.
Man, this is a messed up world. And we'll just keep going deeper.
I made the mistake of starting to read the comments.
Well, the comments are...
I know, they're belly jigglers, aren't they?
Oh, God. People are more vicious
My dog
than we
ran
are.
from the house. Won't come out of the closet. You know who I'd like to hear from, and I don't know that we have a lot listening, but I know we have a few, are, and I'm sorry to use the word, traditional gays and lesbians.
But there are such things.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but the people that have been historically oppressed, you know, and it's the reason that Pride Day and Pride Month all came about, and it's well and good and all of that. I'd like to hear what they have to say about this.
I have determined that gender of that singer has got to be the one that's beyond human understanding. That's the one I'd go with.
It kind of looks like a guy to me, or she has male features.
Well, the male feature is the mouth, get the big square flapper, and she's trying to sing this song, and it doesn't work. And
you guys,
what?
It just got pulled.
Oh, it's going to get pulled. It's been pulled off a number of sites.
I just refreshed it on the screen I had, and it's gone.
As I was doing my research to confirm that this actually took place and happened on TV in Brazil, a number of sites have removed this.
I've got it here on YouTube from the Red Cache Network.
Yep.
Why are they removing it? Just because the comments are bad?
I don't know. Well, yeah, that might be why. But if you're going to post something like that, don't you anticipate? Well, then
you got to take it, right?
You know what I just noticed? In the background of said video, as she is performing, is the video from the movie with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston as he's carrying her through the.
How does that end? I forgot.
I know what Joe's new ringtone should be.
Yeah, there's your new ringtone, Such.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, my Lord.
The center of the experiment, center of the American experiment,
is thrilled that you're following
is the opposite direction on Earth from that. That's the only thing I come up with.
Yes.
Whatever the center of American experiment is, it's opposite that.
Copy.
There's the pole up here and the pole down here.
Yep.
One guy
Just a
says
minute, my headphones became unplugged.
One guy says, "I'm pretty sure that was putting on the Ritz."
What did I miss? My headphones came undone.
Kenny said that there's a commenter that said one guy believes that this is putting on the Ritz.
Yeah.
Isn't that Young Frankenstein?
The center of the American experiment.
Oh my God.
What have they come up with lately? Oh my God, economy. What do Target's tanking profits tell us about the U.S. economy? Education. North Dakota fourth graders lost less ground than Minnesota. Energy and environment. What can Minnesota expect on California car mandates? What can Minnesota expect on gas prices? Healthcare. American experiment opposes Biden's proposed streamlining of medical eligibility. Public safety, your lying eyes aren't lying. Sensible efforts to reduce gun violence must focus on offender accountability, not restricting the rights of the law-abiding. Spending and taxes. Duluth voters nix tax increase for parks. What can Minnesotans expect on taxes and spending? This is what the original pushbackers do in the center of the American experiment. They have a great magazine. They put out great papers. They bring in speakers. They're fighting the good fight in Minnesota. Or as they might say, let me find the email, as they might say, geez, I just had it. I don't know where it went.
Do you want me to play that song so you can grab a minute or two?
No. I'll find it later. But you can also vote now for the Golden Turkey Award, the best waste of Minnesota's government money, if you go to the website. And that website is
American Experiment.
Right. Make yourself familiar with it. It's a great place to be. AmericanExperiment.org.
If you want to join the rest of us and maybe wash the sound of that out of your eyes, might I recommend my friends at Hofferman Water, an independent water treatment dealer that's been at it here in the state of Minnesota for over 50 years. Here's the thing. Hofferman Water is the absolute best. And that's because they offer sales, service, and rental for Connecticut water treatment systems. That includes water softeners, iron rust, and odor filtration systems. I had a GLer compliment me on the odor filtration system, which I was not familiar with, and he spoke very highly of it. So thank you very much. And of course, drinking water systems. A new system from Connecticut can do so many things that other water softeners just simply cannot do. I've been mentioning this for some time now. It's going to cut down on your salt usage, but it's also going to protect your appliances and make the quality of your home that much better. You get that new system from Connecticut and Hofferman, your showers get so much better. So does your laundry and your drinking water. So please get in touch with my friends at Hofferman Water today. I've been a customer of Connecticut and Hofferman for years now, and it's made an amazing difference in the quality of my water. Give them a call today. 952-894-4040. That's 952-894-4040, or just visit their website, HoffermanWater.com. Hofferman Water has been proudly serving the state of Minnesota for over 50 years. Please tell them that you heard about them here on the Garage Logic Podcast.
It's time, folks. It's time to get your holiday lights up, and it's time to get in touch with Kahuna Window Cleaning and Seasonal Services. It is the Rookie here reminding you that all you need to do is go to their website, KahunaWindowCleaning.com. I'll give you the phone number as well. You can go old school. They'll pick up that phone If you call them and you tell them, hey, I'm a GLer, they don't want to waive the trip charge for me? Sure. For holiday lights to be put on your home, you want them to look good, but you also want to put them on your home safely. That's where they come in. They have got the equipment. They've got the safety ladders. It's not you putting up that little tiny ladder that's rickety, rackety, and you may fall off the ladder. Don't put that to risk. Absolutely not. Not when there's professionals like KahunaWindowCleaning.com. That's their website, their telephone number, 612-888-5248. It's the week of Thanksgiving, just around the corner, so you want to make sure you get your holiday lights up now. Get on their schedule. Again, 612-888-5248. We'll worry about all the other stuff with the gutters in the house. We'll worry about that in the spring and the windows. But right now, focus on holiday lights. KahunaWindowCleaning.com, 612-888-5248.
Truth, justice, and the suture.
I'm a soul man. I don't have deep enough pipes to pull that off. If you're looking for a bike, Moon Motorsports has the brands you need, especially if you need it right now. Can-Am, Yamaha, Honda, Husqvarna, KTM, BMW, Ducati, Triumph, all of them. And if you buy one of the above at Moon Motorsports, they're going to throw it into storage for you, free winter storage, or even deliver it to your Minnesota location. You can see all these brands and the options at moonmotorsports.com. Big Friday coming up next week. It's the Black Friday hour-by-hour savings party. It's Friday, November 25th. It's 1 to 6 p.m., and the savings on everything, parts, apparel, gear, they increase by the hour, so the longer you hang out, the more money you're going to save. They also have amazing giveaways. Especially if you spend $100, you can enter to win one of 3 Polaris Sportsman 110s. They're for the kiddos, those ATVs, and all of this plays out on Black Friday. Where are they? Well, Monticello is where they're at. Right there south of 94. I know you've seen them. You've been driving by. You see them right there south of 94, west of 25 in Monticello, and on the web, moonmotorsports.com.
1 o'clock on Friday, you know what that means.
Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, where's the song?
What do you say?
Well, we don't have the song on Friday. Right. I want you to play this for Patrick. Patrick, this is what the world's come to.
Oh.
This is the Brazilian version of Brazilian Has Talent, just like the American version.
Okay. All right.
And this is a fellow who is a trans deaf mute singing Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You.
And he's going to win.
Well,
Yes.
we don't know. Just thought I'd give you a little sample of that.
Sounds like me. Sounds like me when I was full of Tanqueray.
And as you have mentioned before, Patrick, it is an imperfect science.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. That's right. Well, but it'd probably be hard not to vote for him, right?
No, I could vote. I could not vote for him.
I do always have an appreciation for the Brazilian fans, though, because I was at the World Cup final in what year they were here? 94, and a lot of guys dressed with those big banana hats.
Oh yeah,
you know, they had a lot of guys and girls dressed in those banana hats. They have colorful costumes. The Brazilians for their soccer team, they get.
Pat, there's earth-shattering news about the World Cup out of Qatar.
What happened?
All alcohol sales have been forbidden by the leaders of the country.
You're kidding me.
No.
Aren't some of their major sponsors booze?
Yeah, including Budweiser.
But why didn't they get that agreement before they? Of course, they paid off everybody who voted. That had a lot to do with it.
Right.
So I got a hunch there might be some smuggled in, don't you? There might be some private parties at which there's.
Well, if you want to risk going to a prison in the sand for the rest of your life,
I think you just don't let. If the security comes to the door, just don't let them in.
Yeah.
Just say no, you're not invited. Where's your invite, buddy? Yeah, not happening. No, I got a hunch they're saying that to keep the hardcores from protesting, but I would imagine they're going to let them party.
Budweiser is a key sponsor of the World Cup since 1986 and has spent tens of millions of dollars to the exclusive right to sell their product at the tournament. The beer juggernaut has already conceded the right to sell alcohol to fans in the stadium seating and has argued back and forth with the Qatar government on the location of beer stalls for weeks. So,
and now they can't have any?
Well, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the emir of Qatar, is, he's pretty autocratic, and he's saying you ain't selling the beer.
Well, I suppose with all the bribes they paid, they figure they can set their own rules.
I guess, yeah.
Why are you messing? Why are you over there? For God's sake, it's just for the briberies. There's no reason. The World Cup is being played here in the middle of the football season. Their ratings are going to be about a third of what they usually are.
Right.
Nobody's going to watch.
No.
The U.S. I mean, I'll be glued to the TV to see if we can beat Wales, but that's a beauty.
What was the one Pat did at Costa Rica?
No. It was a couple of years ago. We lost to Trinidad and Tobago.
You needed two countries to beat us.
Why do we have to play two countries?
Right.
Okay, we're a little place like us. We shouldn't have to play two countries. Okay, I was at the Twins unveiling of the new era today.
All right.
At the Rotunda at the Mall of America.
Yes.
Never missed Ronnie Newman so much in my life. They were introducing it with, what do we call that, electronic music? EDM?
Yes.
Electronic dance music.
And we had Mighty Mac playing the doing what disc jockeys do, whatever they do. And very loud EDM music. And then we had an MC. We had a disc jockey MC, Juice Sutton.
Yeah, Juice is he's big on the circuit. Yeah.
Juice was just a belly laugh, one after another. And I bet they had, I'm not kidding, up all the way up, I bet they had 1,500 people out there.
You're kidding me.
No, they had a big crowd. Now, I'm not sure they were big spenders, but as soon as all the new garments were unveiled, there was a pop-up store right behind there, and you could people were lined up. And then there's a Twins store out there that was going to have the new merchandise as of 1 o'clock, but I couldn't find the store, so I left.
What'd you think of the look?
I'm not real big on unis one way or another.
Right.
I kind of like the one that says Twin Cities across the front.
Yeah, I did see that. That one's not bad. I like that one.
That one's okay. But here's the good news, and I might write this, but I can give it to you guys too. Buxton took 2 walks around the stage, and there were no reports of injuries. So that was good.
Hold on. There we go.
There it is.
He didn't pull anything that we could see. And his wife was one of the models.
What was the DJ's name again? Juice what?
Mighty Mac. No, Juice Sutton was the
Juice Sutton,
was
the MC.
Was the MC, the guy that kind of like the guy at Target Center who gets the crowd fired.
Not to be confused with Juice Newton playing with the Queen of Hearts.
What else are the uniforms? Are they going the way of the NBA with this?
Well, the unis are just kind of new script, but they have 2 of their 4 hats are an M that looks kind of like the Marlins M with a star above it. And those hats, they're hoping to sell a lot of those hats, I believe. But it was advertised as a completely new era of Twins baseball.
Yeah, with nobody reporting to spring training to get excited about.
And then they got the other thing is in addition to the new unis, they I'm not exactly sure. They now can sell an ad on their unis. They haven't sold it yet. They have until the end of this month to get somebody to pay the amount of money they're asking. I'm not sure. I heard an ungodly figure for that, but I don't know how accurate it is.
Did they announce a new scoreboard?
Well, no, that's being built as we speak.
Right.
They didn't really pay much attention to the new scoreboard, but they did kind of overstate what was taking place here today. I thought I didn't beyond the new unis. I don't know what made this new era, but what was also interesting is Dave St. Peter was joined on the stage by Joe Poland, who is the son of Bob.
Okay.
And I think maybe he might be running that operation in 2 or 3 years.
He was in radio. He was worked for the radio station. He was a pretty good kid.
He ran the radio station, the one that I think he ran the radio station that they bought for $25 million and received $4 million at the end, didn't they? Weren't those the numbers?
Yeah, Grandpa Carl wouldn't have liked that one.
I do believe, Patrick, that was the radio station that acquired the rights from the Twins at the time when Joe was looking through the spring training schedule, wondering what days he was going to have off from Garage Logic.
Yeah, they left us to go to the most mismatched demographic ever. They were basically playing that electrical music, right?
Yes.
And baseball. Boy, those two they go together. But I'm going to have some fun with this. I think I got to write a column. So
I think you do too. Why not have jerseys? Some days they just wear St. Paul, other days Minneapolis.
Well, we got enough already. We got 4. We got 2 road, 2 home already.
All right.
But here's my theory.
Yep.
Don't let the starting pitcher, choose the uni.
Okay.
You got to select days of the week that the certain uniform, maybe, there's young, impressionable people who might want to see a certain uni on a Saturday. Well, they should know in advance what is being worn. I mean, if you're going to make such a big deal about uniform, don't let the starting pitcher decide you're going to play in this uniform. That's my theory.
I went to MLBshop.com, clicked on the Twins logo, and ready to ship the men's Minnesota Twins Nike Cream Home Alternate 2023 Authentic Team Jersey.
What's the number?
304.99.
Oh, 304.
What?
I was guessing 150.
Yeah, 304.99.
Well, that's because of this new era of Twins baseball. That'll be more money that they can spend on pitching.
Yeah.
Hold on.
God almighty.
It is a new era for that. I saw 2 kids. There was like a 12-year-old kid with his 8-year-old brother in a line. And I said, who's got the money here? And because they were standing in line to buy something.
Yep.
And the kid just showed me his phone. Mom and Dad let him, charge on the phone.
Oh,
they
my
can
God.
The kid, just gets to.
Look at that one. Look at that one. Look at the blue one. Tell me the price on that one, Suchi boy. Authentic blue Twins jersey.
$464. Are you kidding? I've had cars that cost less than that.
Wow.
You're kidding me. I was guessing the 200, 150. What? How could they do that?
Oh, my God.
You see Cleveland's jersey the other night just said land.
Yep.
Wouldn't it have made more sense to say Cleve?
I think there's a lot of consulting going on with Major League Baseball on these things about, this new, fresh look. But, it's...
Hey, Pat, our hockey club did not look good last night.
Well, how'd your goalie? Who'd they try to play at goal then, Gustafson?
Yes.
He's a little shaky, I guess. But they gave up. Now, one of those had to be an empty netter, right? They only gave up 5
it was. It was an empty netter.
You don't want to get them back in that habit of giving up 5, 6, or 7 like they were for a while.
Well, it's come to this, Pat. They had a players-only meeting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Dean still have the room?
No, Dean was not allowed in his meeting.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those players-only meetings.
Me too.
I wonder who the team leader is now that the 2 clubhouse lawyers, Zach and Suter, are gone. I wonder who the.
Would it be Spurge? Would it be Spurge?
Yeah, man, Spurge is a pretty quiet guy.
Can't be the commie because he can't talk.
Right.
Opa.
He could probably speak perfect English, but he's like all of them. He's not going to tell us he can. So
right.
It's harder to have interviews.
I got an inside look at the players-only meeting.
That sounds like how they played.
I don't know why they had music in the background, but
Well, the show that makes fun of deaf mutes, it's pretty damn good. I like this one.
Yeah.
We're not going to be intimidated just because a guy has a couple of little handicaps. He can't speak and he can't hear. Right?
Well, then why is he up there singing?
And he can't sing either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He likes music, so he gets to sing. So what the hell? That's Brazil's problem.
That's
ours.
right.
But he's going to win.
Pat, are you going to attend the Gopher Iowa game?
No, I'm not. I will not. But did you see that the over and under? I don't know if it's gone up, but the starting over and under was 32.5. That means 32.5 points. The lowest in the FBS era for any game nationally. It would be the lowest point total to bet basically in history that as long as they've been keeping track of these things. So now that probably moved up to 34 or something like that, but it isn't. I predicted a score of Gophers 5-3, and I guess I wasn't far off. I guess a lot of other people aren't expecting an offensive explosion.
Is that the late game tomorrow, or
it's
11 a.m.?
3 o'clock. No, it's 3 o'clock, I believe.
Oh,
man. Well, good luck to them.
At least it's going to be 15 below zero wind chill too.
Yeah. I'll talk to you Monday.
I got to tell you, I had great fun yesterday down with the demise of Dennis Denning.
Yep.
I talked to quite a few people for their best Dennis story, and there are a few.
Yes, there are.
Yes, there are.
He was quite the character.
I'm going to write for Sunday a Dennis column, and that's going to be an easy one.
Yeah.
Not as hard a work as trying to make something out of the Twins' new era.
No, that's true. All right, lad.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you. Say when you die, and you're going to.
Yes.
You don't want to leave behind a mess.
Hell no.
A paperwork mess, a banking mess, a tax mess, a bequeathment mess.
What am I going to do?
Go to Eckberg Lammers. They've been preparing estate plans and wills for more than 70 years. And if you don't think you need one, think again, because if you don't have one and the government gets a whiff of your passing, it all goes to the courts.
You went to MLB.com. You bought a prize twin shirt for $464. You're putting it in Kenny's Maple Grove lock and safe.
Right.
And
I want that to go to somebody.
Yeah.
I have to have that spelled out. Because if
will.
it's not spelled out, it goes to the courts, and the courts will decide for you, and you don't want that. You want to leave behind a transition that will take place smoothly.
Right.
And Eckberg Lammers has been doing this for a long time in Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Great people. They have a great team to handle this. And I don't care how old you are. I've been telling you, you must get this done. It'll save your family a lot of grief. Make an appointment with Eckberg Lammers. Get this taken care of. And don't be afraid of the word estate. You all got stuff. I don't care how much stuff you got. You want the courts to handle it? Make an appointment with Eckberg Lammers at 651-439-2878. Or visit Eckberg Lammers at eckberglammers.com/will.
So I just got an email, gentlemen, from Carol. Carol writes, Reavers just left 30 bales. Happy tummy. Drove all the way down from my Santee for the short rib pot pie.
Oh, damn.
Which I personally recommend, and it's fantastic. I've had it myself. Thank you, Carol. She says it's better than I remember. My hubby reluctantly shared his bread pudding with me. OMG, it was amazing. Well worth the trip. We also had some Tattersall gin. Talk about a great lunch.
Yeah.
Where was our invite, Carol? Very good. Really hoping I can make it to River Falls for the town council event. Hail all of you, Carol Joy. Well, she's talking about the Scratch Kitchen in downtown Hopkins, known as 30 Bales Restaurant. I also had a text exchange with Todd because a GLer was wondering about catering. Hold on, here we go. Does 30 Bales do catering? Todd says, yes. We do off-site bar catering, weddings, retirement, graduations, etc. We also do drop-off food catering. Just have them give me a call. 30 Bales does it all. They'll take care of you. You're going to have a lot of family in town over the next couple of weeks for the holidays. Think about 30 Bales. They do pickup. You can do the online ordering. Their entire menu is available online, 30bales.com. Let's see. Brunch. Joe, you're a big fan of brunch, aren't you?
I'm not.
Brunch confuses him.
I hate brunch.
But tell me what they got.
Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, like I said, if you have family in town, check out brunch at 30 Bales Restaurant.
I mean, there it would be good, but I normally don't like it.
I hate the concept.
I don't like the concept.
Is it breakfast? Is it lunch? When do I eat?
What is it?
Speaking of lunch, Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3 p.m. Happy hour, Tuesday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. And like I said, the entire menu is online at 30bales.com. Stop in, say hi to Todd and the entire crew, and let them know you heard about them here on the Garage Logic Podcast.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. How about a candle? How about a candle that doesn't burn in a boring way? Well, that would be spiral light candles. They burn in a circular motion. They're fun to look at. They're a conversation piece. And if you get your hands on some of those spiral light candles, they are a fantastic present or maybe a hosting gift. Maybe you're going over to somebody's house and you know that they like cranberry mango scents. Well, then you'd go to spirallightcandles.com. You'd click on the cranberry mango. You'd pick your size, and then they're going to ship it to you. It's just that simple. It is a wonderful concept, burning in a circular motion, not boring candles, just like when you light the wick, it doesn't do anything. This one, people will remember. So for all of your gift-giving ideas, and this is quick and easy, visit their website, spirallightcandles.com. Pick your color, pick your scent. You might even want to go for the cylinder index calendar. Yes, they do. Candle. They do have a candle that smells like your garage, exclusively with Spiral Light candles. For all of your candle needs, stop burning boring candles. Do a cool candle. Circular. SpiralLightCandles.com.
This guy wears many hats, just not indoors. Joe Souchere.
Is this Ziggy Marley?
Yep.
Moon Motorsports is sitting on that bike you need. They've got it right now. They've got all the brands you need right now, from Triumph and Ducati to Can-Am and Yamaha. You buy that bike right now at Moon Motorsports, they're going to throw it into storage for you all winter long. Or if you're like me, you like looking at it in the shop, they can bring it home for you, free delivery to your Minnesota location. And look at them all. You can check out the website. Pretty cool website, moonmotorsports.com. Big event coming up a week from today. It's the Black Friday event, the 25th, 1 to 6 p.m., a progressive savings on parts, apparel, and gear. And those savings increase by the hour. So the longer you hang, the more money you save. They also have some amazing giveaways, including you spend $100 there at Moon, you're going to be able to enter to win one of 3 Polaris Sportsman 110. 110s for the kiddos. They will love you forever for that. And, of course, this all plays out next Friday. Moon Motorsports, our Minnesota motorcycle, ATV, side-by-side, sled, service parts, sales provider. They're right there in Monticello, south side of 94, west of 25, and on the web, moonmotorsports.com.
Back to the singer in Brazil. As Kelsey notes, if we have to pretend this guy's a woman, then you have to pretend he can sing. And if you pretend he can sing, which he can't, then I think I figured out what we're destroying. Reality.
Yep.
Reality.
You pinpointed it.
The reality is they can't sing. The reality is that's a guy.
Truth is something we're destroying in the sense that we're destroying the truth of a thing. And the truth in this case is this person cannot sing.
Mm-hmm.
And to say that this person can sing is to make reality relative to whatever you want it to be, which is a denial of the truth.
Okay.
If you deny the truth, then there can be no reality. It can be whatever you want it to be, and thus there are no standards. Nothing can be accomplished.
If you deny the truth, there can be no reality. Is that what you just said?
Well, no. If you deny the truth, then, yeah, there's no such thing as reality as you and I would know it. Reality would be whatever you decide to make it up as. and that's a denial of the truth.
'Cause my reality is that dude can't sing.
No, that person cannot sing.
Unfortunately. It's unfortunate
It's
that
unfortunate this person's deaf and
mute.
can't speak. And then he compounds that, or she compounds it by deciding to pretend that she's a woman. And then goes on TV. I choose to think that was all done with the knowledge of the people who produced the show in Brazil. They knew perfectly well what kind of reaction this would get.
There's international reaction. They get their show promoted.
But what they're participating in, and they don't care that they're participating in it, is the destruction of the truth of a thing. Whatever it is, the truth is being denied.
And what really gets my goat is that if you point this out, you're the bad guy.
Well, bleep them. I'm not the bad guy. There's no way you can win the argument with me.
Well,
you are. This person cannot sing. How can anyone defend that as singing?
But what I'm saying, Joe, is that's not an argument. And even though you think you win, you won't win.
Well,
you will get canceled because that's where we're at in the denial of reality right now in this country. And I'll take it even further, a step higher. That's why we're a ridiculous country right now, and we're not looked at as serious human beings. That's why Putin's walking all over the Ukraine. It's why in the worldview, the United States is a bleeping joke.
And this was in Brazil, but it's inevitable that this will be done here.
Oh, of course.
I mean, you've already got 164 genders you can choose from in San Francisco. We used to say that as a joke. Pretty soon there'll be 60 of these.
Right.
Oh, there's way beyond 60. And now you get paid for it. That's not reality.
Wow.
That is not reality.
There's a fun bit of reading that I just discovered today that GLers can enjoy. It's a very short story by Kurt Vonnegut called Harrison Bergeron. And it talks about this, the year 2081, where everybody is finally equal.
Yep.
And even those with a higher power brain power, a little bit more brains than the rest of us, they have to wear an earpiece that
will zap them more.
They'll blast them with squelch and crap every 10 seconds so they can't have a good continuous thought.
Right. Well, Kurt Vonnegut also created the Handicapper General.
Yep, the United States Handicapper General.
To make everybody the same.
Yep.
But this isn't singing. This is caterwauling. It's not singing. It's some poor lost soul.
I don't even know what part of the song this is.
Himself or herself to this.
It's Bill the Cat in an alley at night.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it sounds like coonhounds.
Yeah.
That's a blue tick.
Well.
It's becoming less funny and more sad every time I listen to it.
You guys can mock me.
We do.
How
so in this case?
I'm very nervous. We got some sheep that have been walking in a circle for 12 days. I think it's in Mongolia.
Of course it is.
In a uniform circle in pen number 13. They've been walking in a clockwise motion in a perfect circle for 2 weeks. That can't be good.
And nothing's in the middle of the circle?
That's got to mean something.
They're not protecting anything?
Nope.
There's not feed. Like, remember the cross? Wasn't there the cross? And Joe said, oh, well, this has got to mean something. Well, the farmer had fed them.
Yeah, there's corn there.
Some see this as the sign of the apocalypse. I don't know that.
I don't know if that's... I think the sign would be a little deeper, wouldn't it?
The owner claims the odd behavior began with a few of the farm animals before the entire flock joined in. There are 34 pens at Ms. Meow's farm. This is from the Sun in the UK, so you're not going to get some great reporting.
Sure.
But only the sheep and the ominous pen number 13 have been acting strangely. Some think this is normal sheep behavior, but others think something more sinister is behind this.
Like what?
I don't know.
Are they
but
chanting?
I'm concerned.
Are they making noises as they do this?
I'm concerned.
Where did you say this is taking place?
I think it's in
Inner Mongolia.
Yeah, one described the animals as Mongolian sheep of the apocalypse.
Gotcha.
And another added, "Not now, mysterious portents of the apocalypse. Probably stampeding up the gateway to hell. Come on, sheep of the apocalypse. Let's get this show on the road." And then they fall into this ridiculous quoting Twitter people. But these sheep are marching in a circle for 12 days.
Please describe for me the pen master. Who was in charge of the? Give me the full description.
It's Miss Miao.
I think this is in China somewhere.
Mioa. Yeah, northern China.
Yeah.
She told the reporters that the bizarre spectacle began on November 4th with just a handful of sheep, but in the following days, dozens joined in. The farm consists of 34 sheep pens, but only those in number 13 have been acting strangely.
And when they're in there, when they're walking in circles, they're very quiet, almost as though they're in a trance.
Okay.
And I believe this can't be good. This means something.
Well, help me out though. Who's the guy that's tending the gate? What is he? He's in Mongolia.
Well, it's in Mongolia.
Weathered skin.
Got the bad fur hat, right?
Yes,
got the giant fur hat.
Yep.
And
what does he carry?
A sheepskin coat,
He's
obviously.
got a staff, a crook of some type.
Yes, and he kind of occasionally has to tap the gate with. Or...
Right, and he's puzzled as to why this is happening.
He's leaning on the crook like this, just kind of going.
Yeah, he's he's outside the fence.
Right.
He's looking in, but
13.
He's outside pen number 13, and he's very scruffy.
Yes.
Very scruffy
Needs
looking.
a bath.
And he doesn't have shoes.
Oh.
Lace-up moccasins. Right? The kind you would, yeah.
The locals.
The Mongolian type footwear.
Yes.
Where they're and
he doesn't have shoes.
We don't know what kind of trousers those are, but they're very thick.
Yeah.
Very
yes.
thick.
And baggy.
Some kind of material that's very thick, but they're full of sheep hair that's clung to them and
manure
yes. And whatnot. The word is manure, not manure.
Thank you for that description.
And he
he's very put upon.
He's very worried.
Right.
He keeps spreading his hands out as though to say, "I don't understand this.
This is
what's happening. I've been watching these sheep for years, and none of them have ever done this." It's very
and isn't he smoking one of those really small, curled up, like bone pipe things? He's got some tobacco going, but it's obvious.
He's got tobacco going because his beard is completely covered with nicotine stains.
What is that whalebone that the people carve? It's that
scrimshaw.
Kind of, yeah, it's a scrimshaw place.
Yeah, and he doesn't have glasses on.
Okay.
But he sure does need them.
There's so much hair around his eyebrows and his beard, his face.
He hasn't been tended
that you can't really see his eyes, almost like a sheepdog. And the fur hat is multicolored.
Yes, I see. It's oversized.
It's red and green
yes.
and brown and
you
yellow.
gotta stay warm.
Yeah, and he's got ear flaps on it.
He goes home every day and tells the wife, "Yeah, they're still."
Are they in a circle, Henry? Yes, they're still.
No changes.
They're still circling. We're on day 13.
Give us an update.
I believe something bad's going to happen because this shouldn't be happening.
No.
And ironically, he has every penny he's ever earned.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's a millionaire.
Yeah,
this guy.
he is. He saved every ruble or whatever the hell the Chinese use for money.
I think it's yen.
He's got every yen. The state hasn't taken it from him.
He probably said, "What the flock?
What the flock? What the flock's happening?"
He saw the sheep.
Who writes this? Tom Wilkinson writes, "So I am considering placing a bid for the original GL artwork from Greg Holcomb, which is going to be on eBay November 30 through December 1. No, did I say that?
Yes.
No, it's longer.
I thought it was the 21st.
It's longer than that. Here, I got to get this straight.
For some reason, November 21 sticks out in my head. That's what you said.
Well,
dang, whoever gets that is that's a true gem. I mean, that's the original stuff.
This
That's
is the original
print.
stuff on the original production stock, which is art language for the real deal. You know what I'm saying?
I think I do.
Come on, where is it? I got it here. Oh, brother.
Where art thou?
I don't know where it went. Is this it? No. Anyway, it's it's fantastic, and he's saying. Do I tell the wife I'm going to attempt to buy the GL art and risk getting FFLF? Because, I will get the look. I will also get a comment that sounds something like, you want to buy that? You want to buy work that depicts a fake town? This will surely change my mind, she'll think. Secondly, do I buy the artwork, hang the artwork in the garage? If she sees it, do I invoke the 48-hour rule? Of course you do. Then he has to face the 3 prices you pay rule. Yep. Maybe the mayor should make a ruling to all of the GLers out there about thinking about this, buying this original artwork. Well, what I can tell you is, not only is it the original artwork, but it's destined for charity. The proceeds are destined for charity.
Copy that.
And we really need Greg's piece of paper that tells us what the hell, when is this on eBay? Damn it, I had it here.
Maybe you left it on you.
I got it all mixed up maybe with the Brazilian singer and the pronouns and everything else.
Brazilian wax.
There it is. I knew I had it. These are the production of the maps. This is Hall of Fame history. They're sold as a set. 12 a.m. Monday, November 21st.
Yep.
This coming Monday on eBay. Auction ends December 1st at 12 a.m. Archival quality materials were used in the creation of the maps. I highly recommend that you take a look at this. These are, you know what, if you're a hardcore GLer, these are pretty historic maps. Mm-hmm. And, of course, Greg did all the artwork for GL over the years and did all the artwork for Garage Logic, the companion guide to life in the radio town. Those maps are auctioned November 21st through December 1st on eBay.
Yes. But callriseandshine.com is always available for you,
I
Joe.
will.
7 days a week service. In fact, we're going to record a video later today to promote Call Rise and Shine, and you're going to be the starring guest in that particular piece, Joe. I know you're very excited.
Yeah.
So give them a call today, callriseandshine.com. That's the website. That's easy. That's nothing. But when you call them, you're going to call this number, 651-300-3252. 651-300-3252. That's the phone number for Call Rise and Shine GLers, by the way. Josh and Alex are GLers and the owners of Call Rise and Shine. They have a perfect 5-star rating on Google and Yelp because customer service is the #1 priority with Call Rise and Shine. And you're going to get a discount, 5% for seniors, military, and AAA members. That's right. They have master certified technicians, 3 IDEA certified master techs on their staff. And if you're outside of the metro, that's okay. They're expanding. Rochester, St. Cloud, Mankato, Northfield, Cambridge. They also service Western Wisconsin as well. And don't forget to ask about the Rooster Club membership because that includes a tune-up on an annual basis, and it's going to waive the trip charge. They're the absolute best in the business. I've had them out to my place. You should too. The 29-point inspection was a game changer, so please do me a favor. Call riseandshine.com, set up that appointment, and make sure you told them about the GL podcast today.
All right, it is that time of year. Actually, it's always that time of year. If you're looking for brand new flooring, doesn't matter what season it is, it's Redmond's Flooring and Design in Anoka. For half a century, they have been open to the public, no appointments necessary. Let them know you're a garage logician, and you wanted that fresh look in the kitchen. There's so many different options for your basement carpet, for the living room, whether you want hardwood, whether you want carpet. They have all sorts of designers that can help you with that process. That's all you have to do. You go to their website, redmans.com, redmanns.com. Poke around, let them know that you're a garage logician. Mike and the whole crew over there has got all sorts of products. You can get a little taste online, but going to the showroom in Anoka, you're going to see everything. The carpet, the hardwood, the vinyl, the tile, the luxury vinyl that's waterproof, it's all there. Their process, select it, imagine it, measure it, price it, then enjoy it. 5-step program that cannot lose. Redmans.com, redmanns.com. Pick up the phone if you have questions or you want to make an appointment. It's not necessary, but you can if you want. 763-316-3332. A Garage Logic business advertising on the Garage Logic podcast. Redmond's Flooring and Design. Get in touch with them today and let them know Rook sent you.
Finally. Thank God today is Friday. TGTI Friday. Scramble!
Such.
Huh?
The Buffalo Bills Twitter account
Yes.
just sent out 4 photos in one tweet of the stadium right now.
Is it under snow?
If they're going to get as much snow as the Hammer Time told us at the beginning, I don't know how the hell they would have been able to get people in and out of that thing.
The one thing I didn't understand from Hammer Time was, did the Bills fly out yet?
I think they took a bus.
If they haven't, apparently they're not going to.
I believe they left yesterday.
Oh,
I
why
thought
would
I
you
saw
take
that
a
somewhere.
bus?
Or maybe it was Cleveland that was going to take a bus to Detroit.
Yeah, that's not far.
No.
No, it's not far at all.
But I'll post this as a link to the Garage Logic website with the show tweet today. Holy crap!
Speaking of Twitter, is it going to be around next Monday?
I was just going to say that. Are they even functioning right now?
Why are people losing it? I don't see the. Yeah, it's everything. I'm looking at stuff right now.
Wouldn't it be awesome?
It will be no great loss
went
to
away.
me.
Oh God, it would be so awesome.
Read a paper.
I do.
I have
via
some
Twitter.
things to tidy up here because we're not going to be here next week. Scott from Inver Grove wishes us a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Scott.
Never afraid and always pushing back. Scott Matura, catching up on this week, and on Monday you read about Montana's medical care requirements for Born Alive Infants Bill, otherwise known as LR 131. Kenny asked the question, what's happened to Montana? Kenny, what's happened to Montana is a classic case of being misled in the eyes of many Montanans. This bill and its result have been extremely controversial since November 10, when the final results were tallied. In a classic case of bills being written with confusing, misleading language full of double negatives, LR 131 passed because many Montanans believed they were voting yes, or in other words, yes to provide health care and funding to an infant who was born alive and requires medical care, when in fact many voters have been blowing up local radio, television, and the Capitol in Helena, livid that they voted the opposite of what their intention was.
Oh, because of the wording.
Mm-hmm. There have been rumors that it will come up for a revote again in the spring due to the massive outcry statewide. Kenny, the only thing that's happened to Montanans is the mystery has arrived in full. And we have fallen prey to uninformed voters not going online and reading the bill in full and in different languages so as to vote properly, as I did. But as they say, we'll see what happens. Pushing back and voting correctly, Scott Matura in Montana.
Such, I've always hoped that states like Montana, Wyoming, Alaska would be like, they're lightly populated, like small towns, and that they would just give the finger to the rest of the country. You know what I mean? And just go on being themselves. And it's just not happening anymore.
Ken writes, you buried the lead when talking about Grover Cleveland. You mentioned that he got married while president and that he married Frances Folsom, the daughter of a friend who we met when she was visiting from college. So a 48-year-old guy courting and then marrying a 20-year-old, they were 27 years apart. My respect for Grover just went up significantly.
Yeah, but can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Somebody our age with a Mountain Dew drinker.
And we've had 2 school resolutions from St. Paul this week.
Okay.
One was a bunch of whereases where we're going to divest from evil fossil fuels, even though that's going to cost them a lot of money. And the other whereas is we won't invest in anybody that builds private prisons. And now I have another one. Proposed resolution for St. Paul Public Schools.
Oh, this ought to be
Don't use my name. Whereas the St. Paul Public Schools has a significant achievement gap between students in various races, and whereas students of color are twice as likely to have failed a class, and whereas the achievement gap has been growing despite efforts starting as early as 2010 to reduce same, be it resolved that the St. Paul Board of Public Education shall get their own house in order before issuing sanctimonious proclamations. Be it further received that the St. Paul Board of Public Education should go can their own apricots. Very good.
Doesn't it seem like those two things from the St. Paul school, it reminded me of what the Minneapolis Park Police did shortly after George Floyd, where they just decided to wash their hands of the Minneapolis Police Department.
Yeah.
And then came crawling back
Yeah.
a couple of years later saying, we could use some help over here.
Yeah.
Right.
Never mind that we were idiots. Only because they come to us all the way from Marloth Park in Mpumalanga, South Africa, from the traveling Lymans at worldwidewaftage.com, where you can see videos of wildlife, including mongoose.
Where's your sheet?
I got it.
Oh.
On this day in 1938,
November 18th.
the University of Minnesota's Green Hall, named in honor of forester Samuel B. Green, was dedicated.
Okay.
I wonder if he was a racist, and that name's been changed.
It has.
Has it? I don't know.
I don't know. Forrester, what? B?
Samuel B. Green was a forester, and the U of M named a hall after him, Green Hall. Why don't you look that up, Brooks? See if it
Green
still
Hall?
exists.
I'm trying to here.
On this day in 1985, I remember saying this last year, what I'm going to say this year. I really remember this. On this day in 1985,
November 18th,
the Liberian freighter Socrates runs aground on Minnesota Point in Duluth. Excursion buses carry tourists to view the stranded ship, which is later freed by tugs. I went up there to do a column on it, and
I think I remember that.
It was an incredible sight. If you lived on the beach and looked out your window, it looked like the ship was going to be in your living room. It was really something.
Is Green Hall, is that at the U?
Yes.
I don't have any information. It's on Cleveland Avenue North in St. Paul.
That's the Ag campus.
Yep.
Agrarian.
Right. He
Reavers,
was a
what are you looking
forester.
There's a little bit of breaking political news, but
I think it's still called Green Hall.
All right.
Yeah.
And finally, on this day in 1993.
What, because of the color or the guy?
The guy's name was Green.
Oh.
On this day in 1993, the Frederick R. Wiseman Art Museum at the University of Minnesota opened. Sculptor and architect Frank O. Geary won an award from Progressive Architecture magazine in 1991 for his design of the building.
That's
Is this the
funky.
one of a bunch of silver slabs?
I was
across the
there
bridge.
on that night. I
You
was
were?
at the dedication.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
They had a
That's neat
Jackson Pollock there. I stood in front of that thing for about 30 minutes.
Wow. You were stoned out of your mind.
Well, 30 minutes. Maybe it was an hour. I was counting.
Yes, Chris.
Okay. It is official. Adam Frisch has officially conceded to Lauren Boebert in Colorado.
So Boebert won, huh?
Yep.
So what does that do?
220 seats.
Was that the majority in the House?
Yes.
What about the Senate? We're still waiting on Herschel?
I believe we are.
Herschel.
Herschel is supposed to
You
be
know,
our...
God love you, vets, and I do love you. I got a note from a vet saying, you're ripping Herschel because of CTE. A lot of us have had concussions, meaning guys who serve for us. I'm referring to the fact that Herschel is just an outright liar.
And he's not a good guy.
I mean, he's running on this abortion platform, and he's discarded more children than most people have. So I don't know what the hell you want me to do. To embrace the guy?
Well, you were talking about one person. You weren't talking generalities.
Of course not.
Or whatever that word is. Right?
But I do think his behavior is colored by that. And I do think, and I hope it's a long time, when they do an autopsy, that's what they're going to discover. There's a lot of these guys. Hey, Rodgers was booed off the field last night in Green Bay.
Really?
Isn't that a sea change in that quaint little football town?
Well, he doesn't really make it easy on himself.
You know what else I read? The drug he takes is ayahuasca, something like that.
Ayahuasca.
It's supposed to be very harmful, and it causes brain problems. Well, look at the way he's playing.
And acting and carrying himself.
Well, why is he taking this drug?
Apparently it's not banned, and he went to Peru and met some woman named Butterfly Daisy or something, and they sat around the campfire and got high as kites. And this is supposed to be take you to a different realm of your life experience and whatever else. This guy's full of BS.
Good luck, brah. Yeah.
The two best quarterbacks in football are the two biggest pains in the ass. Brady and Rodgers.
That's right. You're hitting it right on the head.
That's what I'm doing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I pick up.
GLers, have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Hey, and don't forget, go to GarageLogic.com.
I'm not done yet with the salutation.
Rookie's recipes.
Ooh.
My mother-in-law's stuffing
This is
recipe
the
is still
White Castle stuff?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's so
Where
many
is
others
it?
as well.
Where is it? This is the last show before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, we're not. We're
Have you
still,
made some yet?
No, we're still procuring
We all have
supplies.
such a variety of conflicting engagements next week that we decided that we wouldn't even try to put a show together.
Right.
We all have things we have to do.
Some of us will not be in the state.
Right.
Right.
And I might not be once I have to get by the 48-hour rule and the 3 prices you pay rule. You know what I'm saying?
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, congratulations to you, Such.
Thank you.
I hope you pulled it off.
I hope
I'll tell all the boys about it at the NAC tonight.
I hope your key still works.
Ooh.
Got a keypad.
You got a key for the shed?
This one's going to be touch and go.
Well, you can still be there for the first ever council members only meeting.
It is the same color as another one.
There you go.
Yeah. So
that's going to take place Wednesday, November 30th, which is 2 weeks from 2 days ago.
Wait, there's a sub heading there. If it's in the same color,
that's
isn't there?
goldfishing.
Goldfishing. Thank you.
It's goldfishing.
Goldfishing.
I got goldfishing working for me.
4 to 6:30 p.m. Tattersall Distillery in River Falls, Wisconsin, where Joe's new residence is going to be. You can join the Garage Logic crew for complimentary apps beginning at 4 p.m. with the Garage Logic podcast at 5. What were you saying?
I know. This piece of crap belongs to Mr. U. This ain't mine. His garage is
There
full.
you go. This event is
keep
only
thinking that.
open to town council members, and members that wish to attend should RSVP in the town council member platform at GarageLogic.com.
There's a variety of reasons why that won't work.
If you're not a member and want to be at this exclusive and official meeting, not a problem. Just sign up for the town council right now.
Can you
at
bring
Garage.
a guest?
You can bring a
No
guest.
guest fee?
There is not a guest fee. But you can sign up right now for the town council at GarageLogic.com and then RSVP for the event.
Reverse, is it true that Such and the CP are going to be playing Married Forever?
That's not true, Kenny.
Is that right?
It's not
I think that
it's
would
not
be
true.
an event worth attending.
That's not going to happen.
That would be a big,
Well, it
big
might
deal.
be, but it ain't
As
going
we
to happen.
play Married Forever.
No, that's not going to happen, especially
on,
after I
Joe.
pull off what I'm trying to pull off here.
Divorced for a week and a half.
Brooke, why don't you take us out? I'm done talking.
That's it for you?
Yes.
That's all you got in the tank? Well, then I'll suggest that you check out PodMN for all sorts of wonderful, wonderful podcasts out there that will inform you, keep you entertained. That's PodMN on your smartphone. And when you're poking around this week during Thanksgiving, why don't you tell all your friends and relatives to go to YouTube, subscribe to Garage Logic on YouTube, and there's some stuff that you may not have seen before. And if you do sign up for the Garage Logic Town Council, there are some wonderful bits, interviews, just general great show items all the way back to 1997. So if you want to do that, you can certainly join the council. It's pretty cheap.
Thanksgiving fireworks over Spoon Lake in downtown Garage Logic. Thanksgiving Eve. Thanksgiving night. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.